Oshawa. It's just outside of Oshawa. On this particular day, I was in Borneo. That's right, because I was an ex-CIA agent. This particular day, I was living in a cabin in Borneo. The jungles were all around me. I woke up, and I was in a deep sleep. See, if you're not fast enough, they're going to help. So I was in a deep sleep. And I had a little gas, too. Just then my alarm clock went off. Bing, 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 bing. Suckiest alarm clock I ever owned. But it still annoyed me, so I turned it off. I don't know my own strength. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I decided to get up and stretch. I can hear Tarzan in the jungle not far away from my house. This particular day was a little different than the other days. I thought it was going to be cool and calm. I opened the front door of my cabin, I looked out at the jungle, and I listened to all the flora and the fauna. It was kind of quiet that day. Dead quiet. I listened again to the flora and fauna. Some guy named Flora walked by whistling. I didn't see fauna that day. Just then the phone rang. Ring, ring, ring. It's a new ringtone I picked up. Called Sucky Ringtone. I grabbed the phone right away. I said, oh, what's going on? And then, sure enough, I get this call. And they said, they told me right away, what's that? What? You're kidding, terrorists? And they just, what did they do? They captured Phyllis DeLine and took her away. I knew what I had to do, so I hung up the phone. Metal phone. It clicked right there. I knew what I had to do. I had to get to the helicopter fast. So I decided to get myself ready. I was heading out there. Yes, I was a mercenary. I had to save my girl, Phyllis. But the jungle had grown in over the night. So I decided to take out my machete. Then put my zipper back up. I started hacking my way through the jungle. I had the silencer on. Took the silencer off my machete and I really started hacking the jungle. In a quiet kind of way. I finally made it to the helicopter. I threw away my machete. It's made out of plastic, I don't remember. I ran over to the helicopter. Oh, that helicopter. I got it cheap. It was cheap helicopter. Ontario was selling it. It had a bright orange color to it. I bought it anyways. It just had a squeaky door. I opened up the door. I hadn't eaten in a while. I jumped into the helicopter. I shut the door. I had a spit noise from a distance. I hadn't run the helicopter in a while, so I decided to choke it a little bit. Before I poured some gas into it. I then took the key and I put it in the ignition and I turned it over. It had a Volkswagen engine in it. Oh, it shut off for some reason. The radio had been left on, the battery was dead. That was what I was going to do. So, sure enough, it started whirling and I started to fly. I was flying, I was on my way to save Phyllis. Oh crap, it stopped. Helicopters don't glide like planes. I jimmied it a little bit and got the engine going one more time. It's a funny engine. So sure enough, then down below, as I'm flying in, I can see see gunfire was coming towards me. Mosquitoes. I was flying pretty good. I saw down there. I saw the building I had to get to. But all of a sudden I was hit by a ground-to-air missile. Yep, that's the noise, all right, son. I decided I had to bail on this puppy, so I opened up the door. I'm gonna get away with that one of these days. Like a wolf. But anyways, I decided to bail, so I jumped out of the helicopter. I pulled the ripcord. I farted, apparently. But I floated down into the jungle area. I landed safely. German guy went, there I was. There was this building. I kicked in the front door. Delay on my kick that day. I don't know what happened. A little bit delay on the kick. Anyway, so I went inside. There were all kinds of crazy people. I got up both my machine guns and I let them have it. Crap, I was out of bullets. I got rid of the machine guns. I went into it. I looked inside. I could see this one little room. There it was. It was Phyllis, and she was terrorists were all around her. So I took out a shock grenade, concussion grenade, and I pulled the pin. So I heaved the concussion grenade in. Boom. It did what it was supposed to do. I went inside. Everybody was out cold. There was my beautiful girl, Phyllis. She was there alone. They had her all tied up, and they had masking tape on her mouth, and I just duct tape. I ripped it off. Spit on me as I did that. I said, Phyllis, my love, and I gave her a really big kiss.